morning, welcome to another video. We're going to go to the Yorkshire Dales today and have a walk. I've got a wetsuit as well and some wet shoes, so we're going to go take in Stainforth Force. I've been there 3 or 4 times in the last few years, so won't do too much filming on that, but obviously we will have a bit of a jump in and swim. And I may then go up Pen-y-Ghent and walk over to Horton-in-Ribblesdale. So the walk is actually going to be Giggleswick to Horton-in-Ribblesdale if we do it. The train coming in shortly now. It'll take us to Leeds, it's a Hull train. And then we'll get the Lancaster train from Leeds. Switch cameras. So here's our first train. It's been that long since we've been on one, crikey. Working so much. 6-car formation on the Hull service from Huddersfield. Because obviously nothing's going through Staley Bridge at the moment because of engineering works. It's only weekends at the moment. I'd like to go to Staley Bridge at some point, but I haven't managed it yet. Right, we'll get this train just one stop to Leeds and then get the Lancaster service from Leeds. Should be on platform 12. Oh, it is. Hang on. No, that's Brighouse. That's Huddersfield via Halifax. It's got Brighouse on notice. It's as wrong as that. One behind's ours, I mean. That's the one we're just coming with. Going off to Hull. Let's get on this one. Lancaster, so go to Giggleswick with this train and walk to Stainforth Force and hopefully via Pen-y-Ghent to Horton-in-Ribblesdale. Get the rear carriage, I think. A fair bit of space here. Right, here we go. Bang on time.
This is the northern service to Lancaster. The next stop is Shipley.
Crossing over to the through road.
Requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything
I thought we would do.
Please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
And we are actually going right over to line B, which I was a little bit surprised at. I thought I'd sit on the right actually, but just switch sides because there's a little bit of point work here I want to just check out on the down line. Oh, the up line I think it is at the moment, just there. Up Great Northern. There's a bit of point work missing. Yeah, it's been fixed now, that crossover there. Yeah, so it's usable now. Right, just moving away from the Harrogate line. To York via Harrogate, does that line? This is the Midland Main Line straight down to Skipton and the Settle Carlisle and Morecambe lines. Just leaving Skipton. Not doing too much filming on this line, obviously now, because I've done it countless times before. So let's just get on to Giggleswick. up to Hellifield now. We did a walk somewhere here, didn't we, a year or two back? Yeah, down that path there. About 2 years ago, was it now, that thing? We did Gargrave to Long Preston, Hellifield originally, but then we got plenty of time to walk on to Long Preston. The hills are fantastic round here, they are absolutely fantastic. There's the Blackbird line. It's got a bit of a shine on it, reasonable. Obviously there's been a train on it today earlier, passenger service. But I believe that service isn't running in the summer, for whatever reason. Just leaving Hellifield now.
This is the northern service to Lancaster.
The cafe's open.
The next stop is Long Preston.
No, it doesn't look like it was open actually. Some old stock over there that's rotting and rusting away still. Some of it's been moved. Come alongside the A65 now, in a classic location, just south of Settle Junction. There's a very annoying single lead junction here, where you can take a train from Carlisle to Leeds and one towards Lancaster or Carlisle, but you can't take one from Lancaster at the same time that the train is heading towards Lancaster, because there's a very short section of single track. It's about time that was eliminated. Pheasant there. The crossover. Signal box is there. And here we're taking the left turn out now, off the main line. So that's the main line to Carlisle. We're on the secondary main line now, what used to be the main line many years ago before the Settle Carlisle was built. So we're going to come back that way, down there, down Settle Carlisle, but where from, hopefully Horton-in-Ribblesdale, maybe just Settle, not sure yet, haven't decided. So I just realised we're up in decent time tomorrow for work, so we'll do what we can do. So, curved away from Settle Carlisle.
We will shortly be arriving at Giggleswick.
Back alongside the A65, the new alignment, which avoids Settle. The next station is Giggleswick now, which we're going to get off at.
Please do not try to use the foot crossing until the train has left the station.
Right, buddy. Take care then.
Cheers.
Have a good day.
Yep.
See you later.
Will do. Nothing coming. The junction was cleared a lot quicker than expected. Right, let's head over.
Take care, boss.
Yep, see you later. Yeah, this is how it, that's how it should be. It's easy enough to do, isn't it? Foot crossing. And it's why it's only 30 mile an hour through here, even though you've got very good vision in either direction. So that is heading off to Lancaster. There's a train due the opposite way, but not sure how long it's going to be. Not hanging around for ages. I haven't got ages. Right, the next train to Leeds isn't quarter of an hour away still yet, so I'm not going to bother about waiting for that. So let's get outdoor active going, and we'll walk over to Stainforth Force and see where we get to. Okay, let's do it. Right, the Morecambe line, Giggleswick line is just there, where those cyclists have gone. Station's just behind the pub now there, Craven Arms. Not been to that one, to my knowledge. Must put that on the agenda at some point. So, up this road and around Settle. Right, we'll go on this path here now. Straight over the rugby field. Look at that dog. It's got an itch on its back. Just come through the gate down there, past the park, through this gate, and there's a little stream here. And look at that quaint little bridge. How quaint is that? Right. Want to go to the right here, don't we? Down there. But there's a school up there or not? I can't work that out. It looks like a school. I seem to remember coming up here in the early 80s with school. Not sure if we actually went to another school up here just for any reason. 40 years ago now. Right, just come down there through the graveyard and up here. This is certainly a new path that I haven't done before. Midday, as good as, it's 12 o'clock. Afternoon. Hello. Can see the Settle and Carlisle over there now. And the road down there, Stackhouse Lane. Thought it went down to a footpath this actually, but it's still a road of a sort. Oh, it's some bikers. I thought I could hear a train then, but couldn't see it. Well, you would get a good shot here of a steam train, wouldn't you? Heading north, certainly. Right, looking back, it has just become a path now here, so we're going to go down this way, follow it round, and we'll eventually drop down onto Stackhouse Lane. I'll go around the west side of Stackhouse Farm, further up, because that's a new path. We've done the main path to Stainforth Force countless times in the past. I'm just wondering whether Outdoor Active will actually manage to record the route right over Pen-y-Ghent if we do it, because it's it'll be very little in the way of signal strength up there. We'll see. If it does, it's okay. If it doesn't, then I'll obviously have to just adjust a photograph with some extra little bits of red line. All these trainers I've got on, these medals are absolutely spot on. I got from Go Outdoors last weekend, it's amazing. They're comfortable yet they're tough. Should be good for the price we paid. I don't normally like paying 70 odd quid for trainers, and that's with a discount card. What a view, it's incredible. Right, just come through the gate just out of sight down there. Got it past slightly wrong, so I thought I was going to go down to Stackhouse Lane, but we haven't. We've come a slightly different way than intended. Not a major problem, but we'll just turn right a bit further up. So it's all muddy there, like cows or sheep or whatever it is. Let's keep going. Right, that mound in the distance there is Pen-y-Ghent. If we get up there and do it, we'll see. It's not set in stone yet, but we'll see. I'd like to do, but again, it depends on time. It's up this way now. Just went slightly off the path there because it wasn't very well signed. This is wonderful. Untouched for centuries. Need to be careful down here. We're shortcutting slightly, I think, but it doesn't really matter. Shame I got the drone with us, actually, isn't it, really? Yeah, but not thought to bring that with us. I have to admit, if I got some sandwiches, I'll be stopping here to eat them. It's lovely. It was nettled. Oh, that Sheffield Carlisle train should be up here somewhere now. Can't find a way. Now this looks like it might be a path. It's fairly well worn just here. Hiya. Right, the more regular path is down there now. How do we get to it? Is there a gap in the wall just there? No, not really. Oh, I feel we have the gateway, I would think. Plenty of sheep and little lambs around. A little bit awkward that, but anyway, we're on the main path now from Settle that we've normally used in the past. So straight to Stainforth. Should be there about a good 5 minutes, I think. Comes out into the open a bit further up. Here we are. A bit more open now. So that's where we go back down. Obviously don't go back down that way now because we're going up to, hopefully up to Pen-y-Ghent and over to Horton. Right, here we are, Stainforth Force. Let's see how many, let's see how many people are here. Don't think it'll be a massive amount actually, because it was raining quite a lot not that long ago. Yeah, look, it's quite in full flood. It's going to be a little bit dicey as this swimming here, I think. I never thought about it being too powerful to swim in. I don't want to end up washed all the way back down to Settle, do we? Might not be. In sort of the back end of August and September, it's sometimes possible to see fish jumping the waterfall. Oh, not beard at all. Oh, one or two up there. Yes, it does look to be quite well flowing. It does. Right, let's get the wetsuit on and have a go. Right, this is just downstream from Stainforth Force, which is just round the corner up there. And we have had a swim here, very briefly, just there where it's wet. And very cold. I must admit that wetsuit didn't really make a right lot of difference. But I have had it on. It took two people to put it on. Somebody else had to come and do my zip up. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Yes, anyway, we're going to get sorted out here and we'll head on up to Pen-y-Ghent next up that way. So walk back past Stainforth Force and over the bridge through Stainforth village and head up to Pen-y-Ghent. Okay, so let's get sorted. Right, that's the path we walked down earlier and we've been down there. Okay, we'll have a quick swim, quick dip. Stainforth Force back up here now. So we'll go past onto the road bridge to Stainforth village. could really do with something to eat now. I'm getting a bit hungry. And it is sometime after, must be at least 4 hours since we've had breakfast. Sometime for something to eat now. Yeah, the reason there's no one here is because it's too fast flowing and it's not all that warm, is it? But it's nice and warm in the sunshine, but just not in the river, sadly. I've been here countless times. In fact, I think I've done about 3 videos on this without realising it. But here we have. Right. This will have to do for today. Let's get up to the bridge. Right, it's come down the path there and through the gate, or stile, whatever. This is the bridge, the Packhorse Bridge. It's only wide enough to get a small car down. So looking back down to the Force, Stainforth Force, and upstream, look up towards Helworth Bridge up there now, and Ribblesdale, I suppose, Horton-in-Ribblesdale. Manchester members only. Can't really get down that side though, can you? Right, up this way. There's a train just gone past here. You'll see it or not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Another Carlisle service. You can see Taitland's Tunnel, or Stainforth Tunnel, just down there. Beyond that other bridge. Let's go to the village. See if we get some grub. There's a nice lasagna in there. Craven heifer. I think it's pronounced heifer. It looks more like heifer to me. Right, let's go up this way. Head straight up Pen-y-Ghent. Oh, a bit of a tough climb there. Stainforth Beck over there. It's trying to rain now. Sodding weather. Looking back towards Stainforth and Settle, and there's a path there we could take. The car coming, so better be careful. But we're going to go down this way. There's a road up there. That doesn't apply to us. We're not going down there. We're going straight forward up that way for another mile or so. Then we'll cut off to the left up Pen-y-Ghent. Now we can see Pen-y-Ghent there. The darker mound in the distance. So still the best part of a mile to go on this road yet before we go over to it. Now then, got quite a good view of it here. Now it's just gone past 3 o'clock, 1500 hours that is. And by the way, it's St George's Day, so happy St George's Day, I forgot that. And yes, the emergency test alarm did sound, but it was at 14:59 when I checked it. So it's slightly early, but it is what it was. But I suppose it might have been a bit more interesting, really, in all honesty. I think if they'd have said, well, it's going to happen today at some time and it's a mystery, say between 7 in the morning and 10 at night, that would have been a bit more interesting. Anyway, looking back, we just walked straight up the road for the last probably 3 miles out, I think, until we turn off. But you can see quite clearly now where the path is up there. Now this is it for the road. So up this path now. The road does continue up there. It's not a dead end as I thought it was. It goes to Horton-in-Ribblesdale and Arncliffe. So we're going up this way now. And over to Pen-y-Ghent up there. Looking back to the road down there. And if we spin round up this way, Pen-y-Ghent is there. And that's the path. So I've just come up onto this little mound to see what this is, and I don't mind betting that that is a bomb crater from the Second World War, but correct me if I'm wrong. Right, this will take us straight up to the top now. Pen-y-Ghent Way, Helwyth Bridge down that way. That's the way we came up before, 13 years ago now, was it 2010? Yeah. So let's get cracking. I think a bomb crater from the Second World War might be a tall order, but could have just occurred naturally, that depression. Who knows? Looking back once again, you can see the path further down there where we just come from, and that is one of the other peaks. That is Ingleborough, and we're now quite close to Pen-y-Ghent, which is here. So this is it, the last ascent. It's tough, but it is actually the lower of the three. Oh, I'm knackered. Just thought I'd have 5. Look at the view. Fantastic. Look at the other side, because that's where the railway is down there. It's just started to drizzle again a bit. Right, that's the first scramble done up there. Now comes the next one. Well, it's still drizzling a bit, but there's no cloud covering the top. Oh, I should be there in 10 minutes or so now, I reckon. Should do it. We came down this way last time, didn't we? How many years ago that was. First did it in 2010. I think it was 2 or 3 years later. Oh, bloody hell. Right, we're over the difficult bit now. So it's higher. Aye. Let's keep going up here. We're almost there now. Another few yards. This is easy, this bit here. Unless when they're doing the 3 Peaks challenge, they don't use that side. That's always a possibility. You'd never get up and down that any with quickness. You wouldn't at all. Not far now. Oh, this is it. This is the top. We're going to chill here for a bit. Right, I think that's where we're going to go back down. We'll see that in a few minutes.
Yep.
Right, this is it, Pen-y-Ghent. We've done it, top of it. So someone else is just kindly using my phone to film me. So I'll head back down very shortly.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Okay. Right on the other side of the trig point, and just looking back there now, and this is where we're going to go down here towards Horton-in-Ribblesdale. So let's head down now. This should be fairly easy. Not sure how high, it doesn't actually say actually how high it was, but it will on the map. Looking back up to the top of Pen-y-Ghent now there, from this north-western side, I'd say. And this is the way we're heading. This is an easy, well, fairly easy ascent and descent it is down this way, and we've done this before now. There's no other real way to go. We could have gone over the other side, alongside the other wall, or more over that way, just out of sight now, but it wouldn't take us anywhere near where we need to be. It wouldn't. So we're We're going to go down this way. You can see the path right down there. That's where those other people are that we saw earlier. So we've no rush whatsoever because the next train's not, well, nearly 7 o'clock. Let's just look at the view here. Incredible view. Oh dear. We've smashed about 20,000 steps now, easily, and there's still several thousand more to go, I'm sure, to get to Horton. But to say there's no rush. If that Nottingham train stopped at Horton-in-Ribblesdale, that would be very handy. But it doesn't. But anyway, I know we're up in decent time tomorrow, but we'll have to just manage. Just look at this here, this is incredible. I think the path does go, or a path does go straight forward at this point. We're going left obviously, but you can, I think, go straight ahead if you wanted to. The sun is coming out, it's nice and bright now. What time is it? 16:48, so nearly 10 to 5. I bet we're down by 6 o'clock easy. I don't remember if I've done it this way coming up. I think I've done it this way coming up once before. Because I think I've done this one 3 times now. Pen-y-Ghent. But we need to do Whernside. I've only done that once. And it wasn't exactly a very good day. It was a bit misty and murky. It wasn't raining though. Not so sure if there's an official path up there or not, but yeah. I wonder what happened to that drone. Because someone was flying a drone up there earlier and it just looked to take a huge massive nosedive and not come back. So we don't need to shortcut now. Bags of time. Thought I heard a train. It's in Horton-in-Ribblesdale now. It's at 16:50. The one I was hoping we might just get. No chance of that without being beamed onto it. Thought I could see it looking. Just see it in the distance there. Anyway, let's keep going on here. Might be able to see the top again looking back shortly. Back. It's a shame I'm on my own. I really would like to have had a friend or two with us. Possibly even work colleagues, who knows? The thing is, when you're on your own, you can just do what you want, can't you? That's one benefit. But looking back again, Pen-y-Ghent. Just look at that, what an awesome hill, incredible. We've done it 3 times now. 3 times, 2010, 2013 I think. Was it 2012 or 13? And also just now, 2023. Right, now we've come down that path there. There's a right turn, which was left actually, to go down there. And that is the path we've done before. So this is a new path to us. So I'll go up here, turn left a bit further up. It's getting a bit breezy. Quaint little bridge here, coming up. We're a lot lower than the top of Pen-y-Ghent now. It looks like this might be actually good enough for a quad bike. I can't just see Pen-y-Ghent now. It's over there. You'll see it a bit later. Again. It's shrouded in a bit of mist now. There's Pen-y-Ghent. Oh, there's a 1730 to Carlisle from Horton. That little bog unit. Let's carry on now. Here we are. T junction. We're going to go left here. Might one day do it up to the right to Ribblehead one day, we'll see. Oh dear. Right, Horton down there, 1.5. So not very far to go now. A good mile. We're done. Absolutely knackered. Can still see that train over there, look. On the long drag. We just come over the path there from the right, just up there. There's a little stream here which I've walked across. I'm going to go back again. And it was a bit boggy and wet. Oh dear. This stream looks like it goes down into an abyss of some sort. A massive something or other down there. Be careful. You can't just see it. Unless it just goes underneath and comes out the other side, but it doesn't look like it. I just rinsed my feet in that little bit of a waterfall, which was refreshing enough. Very little battery power left now, so I need to crack on to Horton. Right, just come from down there earlier, and we're entering Horton-in-Ribblesdale. And this is the Crown pub on the right here. We have actually just been in. It's a lot of three-peakers here. So yeah, they do food in there as well. So yeah, let's get up to the train station, which is this way, I believe. Oh, there's something, there's a dog. I won't be able to video much now at all, but I shall just save the last shot, at least for the train coming in. I think it's about 4% now is the phone. This is the River Ribble. A lot higher up than what we were earlier at Stainforth. Oh, there's another stream joins there, whatever it is. Sure. Right, let's get up to the station. There it is, again, Pen-y-Ghent. So let's head to the station now. Hopefully the camera will just last that little bit longer. There's the station house, probably where the station master would have lived many years ago. And here we are. We have exactly half an hour to wait. It's 27 now, so it's 57. Green tick, I believe, as well, this station, isn't it? It is green tick. But that steep ramp there to the station might be rather challenging. Yeah, there's foot crossing down there. Strange how this doesn't have a 30 mph restriction for the foot crossing, isn't it? Strange. Right, so our train is approaching. It's only a 2-car 158. Oh dear. So time's getting on now. We have quite a wait in Leeds, if we actually bother to wait for the Cottingley connection or not. So 158906, former Metro 158. The phone has just died at Horton-in-Ribblesdale there, so we're using the iPad now for the last bit. Okay, so we'll just go through to Leeds on this train and see when we can get to Cottingley. Okay. There's the quarry line. There's no crossover from this line across there, which is must be really inconvenient. Nothing in there at the minute. Right, back on the station now at Leeds. I just nipped off to Spoons for some food to kill time. We've got very nearly an hour. So waiting for the Huddersfield train coming in now. So when we get that, back home. Right, here we are, halt at Huddersfield. So just one stop to Cottingley. Job done. So, this is the end of the video now. We'll just let this one play us out and head home. It's always a bit more awkward using the iPad, it being bigger. I can't use the front facing camera, so let's make this go now. This is the last shot. It's not been a bad day. We've done 13.5 miles recorded in Morningside. Right, cue music. See you next video. Bye for now.